LightTt. Here's a banger. What's going on, people? I was just in here, reflecting, thinking to myself, and something told me to get this camera out and record these thoughts that's pouring in right now because, it could possibly help somebody. So I'm just sitting here reflecting and, don't you know how some people say pick a side, choose a side? Meaning either you going to choose the quote unquote dark side, evil side, or the quote unquote good side, light side, good side, right side, whatever, and pick a side. But me, I live and let live, but I'm just giving my perception and how I perceive things. I think both sides are needed because the dark could balance. Well, okay, I don't pick a side because both is just as important as the other. Because the dark brings the light down when maybe the light is too high. And may not even be aware of how high it is. It might need to be, brought down. And the light lifts the dark up. When it may be down too low, you may be down too low and for too long. And that light just woke the motherfucker like, oh shit, damn. How many years it been? Oh my goodness. Oh, I needed this. This was, past should have been done years and months and weeks and seconds or whatever, milliseconds ago. Months or whatever. So, I don't like one side over the other. Well, maybe I'm a little bit more towards the light than the dark. But I like both of them. I love both of them just as much as I love the other. But, I think it's more, the reason why I think it's good to be mutual rather than pick a side, because when you're mutual, you understand both. When you dark, you dealing with a lot of dark stuff. When you light, you dealing with a lot of light stuff. But if you're just dark, then, and that's all you can't grow because you're just in the darkness, how can you elevate and ascend if that's all you know and that's all you want to know? You're just going to be trapped. And the light, you don't want to get stuck there for too long because then it'll be bored. You'll be bored. It's just too much lightness. You need some action. You need something to, something to captivate you in a, not so predictable way. And that may be good because, it lets you know that, it's okay to find some amusement through the darkness. And it's okay to find some amusement through the light. But I think it's better okay. I think it's better than okay to like them both because you understand both and you know how to act accordingly. When you're around a lot of dark, you know how to use your light to see through that darkness and, crave your way through it. Crave your path through the darkness. And when it's too much light, you're like, oh my God, okay, my eyes getting tired. This is just too much. I need to dim these lights a little bit. Let me go down, playing some pussy, playing some dick, suck some dick, get some ass or something real quick, So, but, yeah, so you're not just stuck. There's another way. But if you're just one way, and that's all then you can possibly be stuck because you don't know how to experience the other way. But when you know how to experience both, you know what they say is a time and place for everything. So when you know how to experience both, you know when it's a time to be dark, and you know when it's a time to be light. And you don't use it to your advantage in a manipulative way. use it to your advantage when it resonates with your heart. Because that's the best time to use it. That's the most important time to use it. So I'm not picking a side. You know, if I was to pick just a little couple percentage more, it would be more of the like, because peace is such a beautiful thing. When you experience peace, it's really nothing you can experience, in my opinion, better than that. But, too much of that can also get too predictable. So, you know how to, find your peace through the chaos. But, you may have chaos around you, but you still in that peace. That's mastery. How can you have the world just crumbling in front of you, shit going haywire, mayhem, just an absolute in the present, and you're so much at peace where it's like, it's not bothering you, it's not influencing you, especially if it's not necessary. If it's necessary for you to, then you know how to move accordingly. But 9 times out of 10, more than likely, it's just noise. When you realize it's just noise, the noise don't affect the most important unheard noise, the silence, the peace, serenity, sanctuary. I said serenity. I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. It's already longer than I planned, but I didn't even really plan it. So you're just organically getting the, there's a lot more I can say about it. It really is, but we're gonna leave it here for now. In that arrangement. So yeah, that's just my thoughts and views. Why pick a side for what?